I hit that with a bottle. I'm a grown-up.
Okay.
Why is that funny? I am. What happened last week?
Well, I tried to organize and schedule a roast the judge game, which seems to go very well, and people like it. However, nobody joined my roast the judge game, if you remember.
Yes. And then I did, and so did Saucy T.
Exactly, that was the only two people that showed up for my roast the judge game. And Dope Francis showed up, but he was too shy to show up on camera. Lame, despite his face being out there now and publicly visible.
No secrets anymore.
Yeah, everybody. Exactly, everybody knows you died. You went to hell. Then you graduated to heaven and you were reborn. I mean, Dope Francis, not like you. You're not going to hell. You're going to heaven because angels go to heaven.
Do you really think I'm going to heaven?
No.
Okay, then.
Because you're going to hell because we're going to be together in life and afterlife.
Okay.
Anyway, I was saying, because nobody showed up to our Roast the Judge game, which we had a live link, something like this set up, and then me and Saucy T and you were only there, and we got bored of the Roast the Judge game, so what did we do?
We all joined in on random community games at the same time, like count to 3, all press start at the same time, so we end up in the same games. And then how many more? So it would be total of 5 people, so 3 of us were us. And then we would jump into the chats and try and tell people, like send the link and tell people to join our chat because we were lonely. And what kind of wild cards were we playing?
We were playing wild cards where we would take that stranger's name and use that as a wild card. And
because we were talking about while we were doing on the video while we were in these games at the same time.
Yep. First we were trolling them, and then we started trying to solicit them to join us on the live video stream. And that's how we got...
and Saucy.
Yes, because all the dudes were interested in joining you, and all the girls were interested in joining Saucy, so I was just the chopped liver.
You volunteered yourself to be because you jumped in like before anybody else could even say anything. You were like, "Oh, well, he'll be in this in this call. You can meet him."
So I kept dropping the link and be like, "Hey, XYZ, do you want to be on a live video call with us? Because we're all live right now on Zoom."
We're not weird or naked or anything.
Yeah, I would say that too, and that was pretty funny. And then we had one feller named Joe who joined us.
Hello. You.
Yeah, he looked creepy, like a serial killer.
No, his name's just Joe.
Oh yeah, his name's just Joe. He joined our call, he said hi, he was naked in bed. We chatted with him for a little bit, we added him, and now he's part of our EA game circles. But yeah, that's how we made friends. And then after the thing was over, we also made I was soliciting hard, and one other girl was very into it, and she said, "I'll join the call if Saucy T is gonna be there," and that was Dolly Dagger.
And then she said that it wasn't working, and it did work because we got... Who joined it? Somebody did join it, but was like super drunk, and all we could see was like the floor. It was a girl.
Yeah, but it wasn't Dolly Dagger.
No.
Oh, Emma. Emma joined.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Emma Licious from New York joined, but yeah, I don't know what she was doing. But Dolly Dagger made up some BS excuse and then didn't join, but then she was in the games later.
Yeah. And then she was like, "Can we just play the game?" When we told her that Saucy said, "You lied."
That's right.
Like, she was in another game with us, and the first thing that Saucy says is, "You lied."
You lied.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Can we just play the game?"
He said, "Somebody else joined a call and it worked just fine."
Yeah, but yeah, that was funny. And then when the whole thing was over, all I could think of was like, what kind of low life, pathetic humans we are with no lives, no social circles, no friends. We're like trolling people on the internet, trying to invite them to games, and begging them to join our video call. Like, come join us. We need new friends. We don't have any friends on a Friday night.
I don't actually feel like pathetic for that at all because I choose to do that. I could go do other things if I wanted to, but I don't.
I make excuses to get out of social interactions. I have like 3 different groups of people hitting me up every week and trying to hang out, and I make excuses to not go hang out.
I don't have all that, but I haven't lived here my whole life, and you haven't lived there your whole life.
I met my friend over the weekend after like a year, and he's like, dude, we should hang out more. We're like 2 miles away in the same city. I'm like, yeah, we should grab a drink.
Usually when I say that, I mean it. It just like the opportunity doesn't present itself.
Well, for me, the opportunity does present itself, and like I'll plan something on like a Wednesday, and I would genuinely think, I do really want to meet you, and it's been a while, and I like you, you're a good friend of mine. We should hang out this Friday. And when Friday comes along, I'm like, oh god, I have this social obligation. I need to wear clothes and be presentable and wash my face and shower and put on cologne and go hang out and be social in public.
Why does that have to be a requirement? No, I get it. I feel the same way. It was just a joke.
Notice how you can't see my bed in this video today. I did that
trying to prove that you're not a serial killer.
Exactly. I got feedback from several different women, especially. One of them was Lily. And she said that, why do I have a serial killer bed? Our first guest, Sarah, said that my bed looks creepy, and that she hates it how it's so off-center.
I don't know what to say about that, but I mean, I don't have those feelings about it, but I think that it's very kind that you changed those things. Why?
That was me trying to be creepy for Lily.
Who's Lily again? That's, Sibo's friend.
Yes.
Okay, want the first question?
Yeah, but I don't know
Okay, so basically, Breezy, thank you, gathered questions from the people on the Evil Apples game that they wanted to ask us, but they're all anonymous. She just sent a whole batch of them to us. She said most of them are for both of us, and if it wasn't, I think she said that there was maybe one that was for you, but if it was, then she put your name on it.
Okay, let's go ahead and do it. So that means she gonna ask a question, which is an anonymous question submitted by the people out there in the world, the viewers, the audience, these Gentiles, and we're gonna answer them. Is that correct?
Yes.
We're gonna take turns and answer them. So you go ahead with your question.
Let's see.
So the first question.
This one's. Do we have to ask all of them?
Yes.
I'll just ask one for you first.
Okay.
Sid, how do you treat your hemorrhoids?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Here we go. That's question 1.
Well, if you must know, I use a jet spray water bidet.
Do you have hemorrhoids?
No.
I didn't really want to know anyway.
But now you know, and you pictured it.
No, I didn't.
But now you're thinking about it.
No, I'm not.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm wondering who would really be curious about that. Yeah.
I think that question was either Wendy herself or Carlos Shenanigans.
Okay. Are we going to ask several now, or are we just doing one at a time?
I don't know. I think let's go through all of them.
All right.
Let's piles them all. See what I did there? Hemorrhoids, piles. Do you know what piles is?
No.
You don't know what piles is?
No.
Piles is literally hemorrhoids.
Good to know.
Hemorrhoids, also known as piles, are swollen or displaced tissue in the anus and rectum that can cause discomfort and pain. Well, pile them all on.
Who is the worst Evil Apples player and why?
Okay, you go first. Because you're late.
I'm going to say the people or person, I don't know, in the random games whose name is the exhibits, and it's always like nude photos or unattractive nude photos.
I'd say my least favorite Evil Apples player would be Fart Hammer.
And why?
Because he is a creepy beaver trapper, and he's been pammed before, and he adds people, and he joins quick games, adds all the girls, and then quits immediately.
I don't like it when people do that either, but I didn't remember any of their names, so...
Oh, I know a few. Fart Hammer, there's Mums in UMS, there's a few others. There's Scott from the UK, who was crazy after Savannah.
What else?
Next question.
It says, if you had a third ear, where would you put it?
If I had a third ear?
Yeah.
I would put it, like, right here.
Okay.
So, if I had a third ear, and if my normal ears couldn't hear it, I would point my fist in that direction, like, woo, and it would gather all the sound waves, and I could hear it properly.
Behind one of my other ears.
Why?
So that it wouldn't be super noticeable.
Oh. Lame.
Whatever.
Next question, please. Next anonymous question from you weirdos on the internet.
When you pick your nose, where do you place it?
In my mouth, obviously.
In Sid's mouth. Okay.
Here, I'll do it right now.
That was my answer.
I'm gonna do it. Oh, okay, your answer was in
Please
Sid's
don't.
mouth. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, don't
live
do
on
that.
cap. You saw me do it, right?
No.
Did you see it?
No. Next question. Who is your Evil Apple's crush? Sid can't pick Ace.
Well, you are not my crush.
Okay.
Because you're my love.
Okay.
So, the thing about my Evil Apple's crush is that it keeps changing every other minute, depending on if that person I've played with them before or not. I don't know, there's no criteria behind my crushes, except that I would like to crush him on the serial killer bed. Anyway.
You would like to what?
Crush him on my serial killer bed.
Oh.
Okay. You know, crush him under the weight of my body.
Got it.
Anyway, so my current, well, I couldn't even say current because she was my crush until her recent profile picture change,
I saw it.
Which was very pick me here, look at my boobs. So I'm not gonna name her. Yeah. So that killed my crush. So now my current crush is Dolly Dagger. Yeah, I don't even know what she looks like. She was fun to
banter with. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're just saying that.
Well, it's the only one I could think of. Who else is that? Let me go through my list. My crush is Sam. Sam or Sarah? Sarah with a black heart, without an H.
Right, the one that was on our podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
Look at how happy that makes you.
What are you talking about?
The glow on your face as soon as I declared my crush.
On Sarah and Sam?
Yeah.
I don't care.
If we had kids, if we were a throuple, our name would be Sidamra. Okay.
I have no feelings.
I knew you.
I don't have an Evil Apple's crush.
I knew you were jealous of them, so don't worry. I'm yours forever.
I'm so jealous.
I'm yours forever.
I'm not talking to you. I'm too jealous.
Okay. I gave you my crush. You didn't tell us your crush.
Well, now I have to pick somebody that I think would make you jealous. I already said that I don't have one.
Okay, fine. I'll be your forever crush then. So, what's the next anonymous question?
I don't understand this question at all. If they both had to build your perfect boyfriend and perfect girlfriend, what would that be, both physically and emotionally? So Sid would say his perfect man and perfect girl. I don't know what that means.
I think we both have to put our powers combined, and I am Captain Planet. We both have to design our perfect person.
Okay, but it said man and girl.
Yeah, so one for you, one for me. Yeah, the man for me, the girl for you.
No, that's not what it says. It says, so Sid would say his perfect man and perfect girl.
My perfect girl is easy. You know the answer.
You would be the perfect man if I liked men.
That was gonna be my perfect girl answer. You would be the perfect girl if I liked... I mean, I do like women, so you'd be my perfect girl.
Okay.
Who would be the perfect man?
That's what I said. I said you.
Me? Really?
Yeah, because I don't like men.
But I'm thick. Oh.
Anywho, I feel like we need time to think about these questions. These are not ones that you can just answer
No, I
right
can
off.
answer them right off. I don't give a shit. So my perfect girl is gonna be Ace of Spades, obviously. My perfect, like, in every way.
We're moving on to the next question.
Oh, but I still haven't told you my perfect man yet. My perfect man would be somebody who would be a caretaker person with solid ability to take responsibilities and care for the people that he likes and has in his life, and also would be, what's the word I'm looking for? Committed to his partner slash, it could be a man, woman, whatever, like their partner, his partner, and not cheat on them. And he would not be a June Gemini, my perfect man. He would also not be a February Aquarius, my perfect man. And he would have constructive advice for broken people to fix themselves, like not fix themselves, but to provide them with the golden gel, like the Japanese broken bowls kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about? The Japanese golden thing? Kintsugi or kintsugi or something like that. Kintsugi, I was right. Yeah, it's kintsugi. It's a Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold.
So I have to say a perfect girl now?
If you want to.
I thought that was part of the question.
Sure.
I don't think I should be allowed to choose anymore. Somebody has to choose the perfect girl for me in the future when I decide that I'm not celibate anymore.
I can't clone you, so too bad.
I don't want myself.
Also, my perfect man would look like Aaron.
Steve the plumber. You like how he's furry too?
No.
You guys can like shave your hair and see whose is longer.
I don't think he's that furry, is he?
Yeah. Not as much as you, but still, yeah. We get those shirtless Snapchats all the time.
Well, see, that's the thing. If I see him like not shirtless, I skip out of it real quick. I've never seen him.
I'm mentally exhausted just by reading some of these.
Okay, well then don't skip them. Go for it.
If you could compose the perfect Evil Apples game of 10 people, who would it be?
That's very easy for me.
Okay.
Ace of Spades, Saucy T, Lourdes Rurenthal of Canterbury, Mama Alpaca, Breezy / Windy, Nay, Chelso, Sibo, that is. I will not have Jizz in it. Jizz is excluded specifically.
Why?
I would not have Jizz, May, or Eerie in there.
Okay.
But who did I name? Oh shit, I can't count. Ace of Spades, Saucy T, Lourdes Rurenthal of Canterbury, Breezy, Mama Alpaca, Sibo. I would actually have Aaron and Jelly in there, both of them together, not one or the other.
Only if they're both.
Yes, only if they're both there. See, the thing is, I need one person who plays really good wild cards, but I don't have that many room for 2 more people. So it's got to be a toss-up between Just a Crazy Guy and M. M, the new girl.
Who's the new girl?
M, her name is M.
Oh, yeah, I know her.
So number 9 would be Just a Crazy Guy or M. I'm going to go with Just a Crazy Guy just because I know him longer. And as I said, I would exclude Jizz, May, and Eerie. They're disqualified from my game.
That's right.
Think about that for a second. I'm keeping Jelly and Aaron and removing Jizz.
Why? I don't...
Oh, my number 10 gonna be Savannah. Savannah's fun to chat with in the games. Actually, my number 10... No, I'm gonna kick Savannah out. I'm gonna bring in Mafu Man.
I have to write mine, so I'll say it as I write it. Sid, Saucy T, Breezy, J-May. Can't think of people.
Actually, I'm gonna replace Aaron and Jelly with Jamie and Nay. But like 2020, 2022 Nay. She's not there anymore. She doesn't play much, so like she doesn't chat much.
I'm gonna say Savannah, Sav, Llama, Chelsea, Sibo, Clang Bang, 9, just a crazy guy. I need one more. Who am I forgetting?
I ain't helping.
You, Saucy T, Breezy, JMA, Sav, Mama Llama, Chelsea, Sibo, Clang Bang, Eric, Blood Dope Francis.
How about Josie?
I don't play with Josie very often. What is their worst dating app story?
I think I've told mine before on the podcast.
You told me, but I don't think it was on the podcast, about one with the Halsey.
Yeah, this was like October or November of 2017. I matched with the girl, I think it was Tinder or Bumble, one of the two. It matched with her she was outside of my radius. She lived like 2 hours away somewhere in Hope, BC, 2 or 3 hours away. And she was coming to town to this Halsey concert. So we got chatting, and it was a fun banter and fun chat, and we vibed well-ish. But it was like just a day, and she was going to be in town the next day. So I was like, yeah, let's hang out. She's like, well, I'm going to crash at your place. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. That sounds fun. So I was okay with that. But then I met her and picked her up and walked to the bar, and the pictures, I was catfished basically. The pictures were either not her or from a long time ago of her. It did not look anything like her IRL. Went to a restaurant downtown. So she said she was going to the Halsey concert by herself, no friends, just her. And then she will come over after and then crash at my place. And after, I was still okay with it. I'm like, you know what, might as well, just still sure. But then when we went on dinner, things changed because she started telling me, first of all, the food was terrible. And then she started telling me how she has sugar daddies on some website that she can find sugar daddies on. She gets paid like a weekly allowance of some sort, and it's not sexual, but then sometimes she cuddles with them and kisses them. And she doesn't have one, but she has like 2 or 3 sugar daddies, and like that's how then they pay all my bills. And I found it, that's not something I would want to hear from a first date.
That's not a first impression conversation to anybody.
Yes. B, I was like, are you catfishing them too? and if yes, but are they not canceling the contract after meeting you IRL? Very awkward and weird. I don't know how to respond to it. Felt like I was talking to a different person or who I was matching and chatting with was like funny. Anyway, so she goes to the concert. I hang out at my buddy's place, and then the concert's over, and I was like, yeah, so like, yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna match at all. So like, good luck. And then I kind of dipped and didn't say anything.
So you ghosted?
No, not really ghosted, because I told her like, I don't think we're gonna vibe or whatever. I think we're not the right match. So good luck, have fun, and then I dipped.
I don't really, I guess, have any really like bad dating app stories. I don't spend much time on dating apps and haven't in a long time. So I mean, and like the last time I did, I like matched with like 2 people, and then I still have it, but I like haven't gotten on it. Like,
which app is it?
Hinge.
Gross. Delete your account.
Which one should I get?
None. I'm right here.
I'm not spending time on them. That's.
My heart is broken to know that you're on Hinge.
Okay. You're not a girl.
Emotional damage.
But also, I'm not really on it. I'm just on it. I have a profile on it, but I have not gotten on it in a couple weeks.
I feel cheated on.
Sorry. Trying to think if anything bad really did happen. Like, if I have a dating app story. I have, like, people who acted crazy because it wasn't going to work after one date. And that's actually why I don't like dating apps, because I do not get feelings for people very much. It's hard for me to feel that kind of connection with somebody. So there's a lot of times that I would, like, go on a first date or something, realize I don't feel a connection with that person, and then they would get angry at me and like act like I did something wrong. And I'm like, did you expect a first date to be a relationship, or that was years ago?
That's a typical guy response.
Girls respond that way too. Yeah. A lot of them do. What artist performance would they be willing to drive across the country to see?
Thing with that is, I have already seen the artists that I would spend a lot of money for or drive across the country to see because they come to my town, a la Swedish House Mafia, Atif Aslam, A.R. Rahman, Eric Prydz, Above and Beyond.
There is nobody that I would drive across the country to see because I would fucking fly.
The Weeknd.
I wouldn't drive, I would fly.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever shit your pants? If the answer is no, stop lying and tell us the story about when you shit your pants.
The answer is no. I'm trying to think. When was the last time? I did pee my pants once. 9th grade, I was 14 in school in India, and my friends and I were just chit-chatting. I can't remember what we were talking about, but I laughed so hard. It was very funny. All of us were laughing. We were rolling off of the floor laughing, and I laughed so hard that I peed. After the long recess, the last 3 classes, I basically had like a wet spot in my pants because I peed my pants laughing so hard.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. The last time I shit my pants, I don't remember the details, but I believe I was probably like 1 or 2 years old. Liar, pants on fire. The next question is, who is the creepiest person on Evil Apple?
I think I already said this for camera.
Okay. Oh, well, mine's going to be the same as, it was the same as our favorite, or whatever the other question was, the exhibits, or whatever.
Oh, the exhibits,
yeah. What are their thoughts on soup? Do they like it? I love soup. Sid, go right ahead. The anger.
Listen.
You're going to turn into a gay man now.
Listen. Have you puked or threw up in your life at all?
Yeah?
Yes. Have you seen other people puke and throw up?
Yeah.
If you collect throw up and put it in a bowl and serve it at a restaurant and call it soup, that person will not be able to tell the difference between soup and puke, because soup looks like somebody's snotty, shitty throw up. Soup is disgusting. It doesn't have a chewing ability, so it doesn't feel like you're eating anything. It's a waste of space in your stomach, so you eat other things less. It's in the beginning of the meal. Anytime I go to a restaurant and they ask, oh yeah, we got a 3-course meal. What kind of entree do you want? I'm like, I want to get this burger or whatever. And they go, what kind of side do you want with it? Super salad. I'm like, bitch, don't you ask me that question.
So
it ain't
you
never
don't
gonna be soup.
You won't eat salad either?
I love salad.
I love them both.
I'd go for a nice Caesar salad. Here's the thing about soup, man.
I normally choose salad over soup if it's the option.
Water is soup. Tea is soup. Coffee is soup. You put
soups have things in them.
So does tea and coffee.
I'm talking about solids.
Sometimes.
Sometimes,
okay,
yeah.
There's an exception. I like pho.
Oh?
Pho, like P-H-O, the Vietnamese pho.
What's next? How do they feel about soup? Tell us what your favorite uncommon word to slip into conversation. Tell us what your uncommon word to slip into conversation to make people say WTF.
Smegma.
I don't think I have one. Like, oh, hose. Except spelled respectfully. H-E-A-U-X.
You just say it in French.
But it's not in French, though. That's a made-up word. It's just spelled as if it were a French word.
I feel you.
Tell us the funniest thing you did drunk.
One time, my buddies and I, we got super drunk, and then they had to carry me to the back of the car, and then I was like mumbling something throughout the car ride, and then by the time we reached our hotel, I got out of the car, and it took me a while to get out of the car, and then I saw a frog jumping in front of me, and I was like, oh, it's a dog, oh, it's a dog, and then I started barking, like, whoo, whoo, and then it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, so some other people started turning on their hotel room lights, and they're like, what the fuck's going on out there? So, funny thing is, my other friend was also drunk, and he, for some reason, slept on the floor to the side of the bed, and I was on the right edge of the bed. And in the middle of the night, I looked to the side and I threw up a little bit. And in the morning, the dude wakes up, he just takes his shirt off and throws it away. And then he tells my other buddies, he's like, yes, Sid got drunk and threw up on me in the middle of the night.
That's gross. That's the thing, is that I'm sure that there are plenty of things, but these are things that I have to think about. I don't, know off the top of my head. What song would make the best theme music for you?
Digitalism, Circles, Eric Prydz remix.
I'm just gonna go with The Abyss by The Weeknd.
Ooh.
What is the top remaining item on your bucket list?
It's gonna be pending forever. It's not happening.
You're still supposed to say what it is.
There's no point. I just learned heartbreaking news that she's on a dating app looking for other girls, so there's no...
If you're not actually on it, you can't say that somebody's on it.
She started it.
Anywho, I don't know. Go in a hot air balloon.
We can do that in Texas. I know a spot. We'll do that on our honeymoon.
100 evil apple players versus 100 gorillas. Who would win?
100 gorillas, easy.
Agreed.
Whoever asked that question, you should feel very proud of yourself because you're the top stupid person in your community.
That's what I was going to say too. How could you think that an equal amount of humans and gorillas, evil apple players, are not going to win?
If stupid was a marathon, you'd be the gold medalist.
I'll make sure to issue that medal to you sometime soon. I have one here somewhere.
Whoever asked that question, you're the reason.
Don't ever talk to me again. I hate you. You're the reason they make manuals for
something like
toasters. For not putting metal in toasters. You are both in a zombie apocalypse and have to agree which 10 evil apples players to survive with. Who would it be and why? What would everyone's role be? That's a long answer there. But we both have to agree. Are we already included in it?
Yeah, we're there, so...
Okay, so 8 more?
I guess 8 more.
Or 10. Okay, so...
Or let's do 10. Let's do 10. You have to pick 10 more, so it'll be 12 of us.
We're going to pick Saucy T because we're going to need mental health help.
100%, and he's a strong man. He could help cut wood. He could probably swim across the ocean, pick up coconuts from the other island, and bring it for us. He could probably... He's a good-looking fella. He could probably fornicate with one of us. Not you, obviously. But he could probably help... Yeah, me. He could probably help, recreate the human race. I'm gonna go with R, Rusty.
He can build us something that we can use the internet for.
He can communicate.
He can exercise.
He can perform exorcism like a circumcision and talk to the dead parts of the undead people and bring them back to life.
Whatever. Now I pick one?
Yeah.
J-May. He can be the source of our voice that we need to hear. I need to hear funny things said in his accent.
That's very racialist, isn't it? Who am I gonna have? I would like to pick Double A Ron.
Big surprise. Is he gonna be the plumber, Steve?
No. So if we ever get attacked by these zombies, we can push him to sacrifice himself instead. And so we can get away.
Breezy.
What's Breezy gonna do?
I don't know what people would do in a zombie apocalypse. She can cuss out the people, or the zombies, to distract them while we think of a plan or some shit.
I'm gonna have Jizz. She can honey trap the zombies by seducing them, bringing them into our trap, where we can then kill them.
Okay. Okay, who's the last one?
The last one from my recommendation is Mushroom Amanda.
And what's she gonna do?
She can hotbox the zombies and kill them with her weed smoke.
Does that kill them?
It either gets them high or it'll kill them. So if they're high, they're incapacitated for a while, so we can run away from that location.
I'll pick Dope Francis because he can say some Hail Marys and kill the zombies.
He can spray holy water on them, which will burn them.
Yeah.
I think that's enough zombie apocalypse team.
That sounds like 10.
Yeah.
No, there's 2 more. First, what's your favorite book of all time?
The dictionary.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. I used to carry an Oxford dictionary in my school backpack and I'd play a game. I'd pick up a random page and read all the words and meanings.
That's lame as fuck. I'm just kidding.
I was
That's
a
pretty
nerdy
cool.
kid.
It's pretty neat. You're not gonna like my answer, so.
Harry Potter.
I love the Harry Potter books.
I don't care.
This is the last one. If you had to eat an evil Apples player's ass or die, whose ass would you eat? Sid can't pick Ace.
I hate the fact that they have that little thing in the question, Sid can't pick Ace. But Ace doesn't like butt stuff anyway. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not eating anybody's ass. I'd rather die.
Fine, I guess if it's just about eating ass, I'm gonna go with... Can I personally inspect and wash and clean the ass beforehand?
Well, they're not here, so I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, thank you.
Steve the plumber. I wouldn't eat anybody's ass. That's my answer. Like, I would die. That's what I choose.
Alright, so my booty dinner is gonna be between Ray and Josiah.
The 2 people you're choosing are both guys.
Yeah.
Okay, cute. Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for sending us your fan questions.
But y'all think of some better ones next time that aren't what those were.